Everybody, it's Chanchai. We are going to do a workshop and training session for the first hour today. I am going to be training with Saucedo Phones, see how he's doing. Just kind of waiting. He's getting ready. He's going to join soon. And yeah, we're just going to go over some concepts. We're going to see where he's at in his game and then make it a sparring session. Last time I played him, he was doing pretty good though. So we'll see how it goes this time. I'm expecting him to do quite well. Hey, Joshua Pac-Man, awesome to see you. Excellent, excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing that trailer. So, if you guys haven't, Joshua Pac-Man is on YouTube, so you can go ahead and subscribe to them. Looks like they have made a trailer for the fan battle, so I'm really looking forward to that. Joshua Pac-Man also recently made videos on, they have been doing this for a while, they've made videos on Korean levers, and so they're very much worth checking out. I enjoyed their recent video about the lever they use with Virtua Fighter, and you know, basically their take on Korean levers and Virtua Fighter. I will make a video again about my thoughts on levers and that, but again, it's all about preference. I have preferences. Mine tend to be more on the Japanese spectrum, but Joshua Pac-Man has preference towards Korean levers, and I definitely have a lot of thoughts on them, and there's a lot of things I do really like about what they do, so I'll cover that in a video later. Today it's going to be training. First I'm going to try to fix the let's see, let's make sure that we're on the correct Virtua Fighter. Alright, good. Now it's showing, it should, within 5 minutes, should show that we are playing Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
Ready, go!
Something I wish they would fix. I do think it's a setting in the game. Also, we'll do some sparring today. In Portland, it's a nice and hot sunny day. So, let me see. And I am going to do voice chat with Saucedo Phones. On Discord, they're also known as ttacoguy. So let's see. We're first gonna spar with Saucedo Phones. I have a special dojo group that's invite only, and there are strict rules in it because I try to maintain a dojo atmosphere in there, meaning I don't really let people complain about their normal VF experience or anything. I don't let them complain, period. It's more about problem solving. So I want them to come in there they can talk about the challenges, what they're dealing with, but my perspective is I want them to focus on trying to find solutions as opposed to just, venting their frustration, because I think they can vent everywhere else. But in the dojo, I'm just like, just don't complain in here and be respectful, So in that chat group, a lot of people actually read. They don't message as much, but some do, and I appreciate when they do. But yeah, but Saucedo Phones is ttacoguy on the Discords. Let me see if they're online yet. Oh, well.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Well, it's more like people just like to complain whenever they're like in the VF groups, like, I'm going to complain about something. And I'm like, that's okay to have to deal with your challenges, but let's just solve problems first. Instead of, you can go to, I don't know, Miners Anonymous elsewhere. So. But it's mainly because I just want to focus on solutions and improving. So. Nice. ttacoguy, can you hear me okay? I might have to turn the volume up. I cannot hear.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. I might have to change the balance though, but should be okay. But I'm going to try to make sure you don't echo on this thing since I'm using the mic. All right, so I'm going to create a room right now. Let's start it with the first to 5. And last time I played you, you were doing very well. So it's one of those things where I don't think there's much. I think you improved, like you played very well very quickly. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. I am gonna make it reselect, so it'll be a random stage every game. All right, I'm gonna send you an invite. All right, invite sent.
Alright, I got it.
And then sometimes I'll be talking to my stream chat as well. So in case you're wondering why I'm randomly talking out loud. Hey Jimmy, good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, Sasoppo's been playing Wolf. I did see their Wolf, I think 2 weeks ago in League. So this is going to be great. Wolf's a good character. Wolf has some challenges, but we don't have to worry about those challenges. They're more high-level challenges. Nice backdash. If you had used 4 punch, that would have worked. So when you did backdash, your attack was too slow, but if you had used backdash into 4 punch, I think that would have won. Very nice. Man, you're playing great. Very good. Very good.
Oh,
Good patience. Very good. Man, really good.
okay.
You're playing really, really good. The only thing that happened in that last part was that the backdash is effectively a delay, so it just happened that I delayed attacked into it. So
It's been I think I haven't played since the last time I did one of those leagues.
I see. Well, you're playing really, really good. Honestly, like for real, you're playing great. Very good flow. Okay. It was a really good idea. Like, what you did wasn't inherently wrong, just more, but I'll tell you more about it after the set.
Doesn't work.
It's okay. You had the you. It was the right thing, and you're going for the right thing. You just missed the combo. That's all.
I didn't think that wasn't gonna work.
Hey, Shiny, good to see you. Yes, Leon versus Armor King. Good. Very nice. Good round. Very nice. Good. That's what you need to do.
Excellent.
Really good. Okay, so I'm going to give you the lecture. Okay, you are really playing really well. Right now, there are 2 openings that are in your game, and there's a lot. The hard part is that there's a lot of ways to address them, meaning that you can go many different paths on dealing with them. We'll go ahead and jump into a set, and I'll explain. The 2 things that you are especially open to, you're open to low attacks, because you are not confirming like the strings that start with the mid. So what's that mid that you do that ends with like the high elbow or high up, like a high hook?
The this one. This one.
Yeah, that one. You need to confirm that. So the way to confirm it, especially online, but even online, offline, you should be watching what my character is doing while you do that first attack. If my character is doing this, then go ahead and do it. Right? That I think is guaranteed. Because I'm crouching, right? And then you need to watch to see if I do like an attack while you do the move. Right? That's a counter hit, right? So counter hit is guaranteed. And so on a normal hit, I don't think it's guaranteed, and on a guard, but at the very least on guard, you should never do the follow-up. That seems like a lot, but you can get there. It just takes lots of conscious effort. It will slow down your flow. Focusing on improving this. The good news, though, is you can improve your accuracy with that move against the AI. So if you want, you don't do it so much in matches online like this week, but this week you spend time fighting the AI set on like level 5, and you just make sure that you're doing those in situations where it's actually guaranteed. The reason is the whole match, when I see that move, I just low punch after I see that uppercut. And it works. And I get a free, not only do I get a free low punch against you, I get like a free low punch into throw or low punch into launcher against you. And it's not that those are guaranteed. It's because you're still trying to do that hook that I can just launcher you. And if I think that you'll actually defend, which I don't think I know if I saw you do defend, but if I know you'll do defend, then I'll throw you. So that's the power of low punch, right? Low punch will just go like, I'll see the hook, I'll see that that hook's not guaranteed, I'll low punch and I'll throw you, or I'll low punch and launcher you. Most of the time I think I've been doing low punch and the launcher. But sometimes I think I just did this and then pushed you, and then I played a spacing game after that. So now spacing game is not your weakness, but while we're talking on this topic, because I think what I did was I would do this against you and then this, and most likely after doing that I would push you, backdash, and if I saw you attack, I would hit you with the 4-4K. But the most important point is that because you're not confirming the string, and that string has a high in it, I just low punch it, and I am the guy who will always low punch when I see like those strings. So Shiny Brentford, his go is amazing at messing with people that do have a response. So he'll do something like the uppercut, and then he'll do the uppercut again, then he'll do the uppercut again, then he'll do something really nasty. You know, like he will play mind games with the person. And so because of that, if he at least hit with the uppercut, like I'll probably, my low punch will, if I did a low punch reaction, he'll probably hit me. But either way, he's testing the opponent, so it goes both ways. So that sequence is definitely a sequence you have to hit confirm. Same thing with Wolf's half circle back punch punch. You need to hit confirm that if you ever use that one. Like if you do that one, you absolutely must hit confirm it, because I will. If it's not if that second one's not guaranteed, I will hit you. Like I will absolutely hit you, which is what's good about me as a sparring partner. So number one, you're recklessly doing some high attacks. In fact, some of the times, it's one thing to do a high jab, because high jab is really safe in general, okay? And moves that have very small recovery can be safe, but there's not many of them. But high jab is one thing. That's pretty safe to do out in the open. you should have a better read on the advantage and disadvantage to use other things. 4P is really good, but 4P, be very confident that you're actually going to hit with it when you do it. You know, because if you whiff it, I am going to hit you. Or some players will hit you, right? Yeah, so you need to train yourself to hit confirm. I know that's hard, but it's really crucial. Or at the very least, just use the single move. The single move alone is good. Look at the frame stats and be like, I can do these other things. Like half circle back punch, punch and kick can actually do quite a bit, just the move by itself without doing the follow-up. So that's my first tip, is basically watch out for your highs, including the ones in strings. But I was able to punish you a lot by just doing low punch against your highs. That gave you the message that you should low punch, but then I started doing hop kick over it, which is okay. Just because a counter exists doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It's just understanding the situation of what your opponent's doing. So number one, I was attacking your highs, and the easiest high to attack was that uppercut into hook. Second thing, you're pretty linear, and it's okay to be linear, but if you're going to be linear, you'll need to use your throws. You can use half circulars too. It's a little more complicated, but I will say Wolf has got really scary throws, so if you threw more, this is counterintuitive, but if you had thrown more in the match, you would have done better. I would have still won, but you would have done better, because things like go ahead and block this low punch. Things like blocking this low punch into evade. So if you attack right away, I'm going to evade it. And there was a lot of situations like this is a common one where I'll fuzzy guard though, but there were a lot of cases where, like, let's say you hit me with something, but it only give you a small advantage. Even PK, like let's say you did PK, and then I would evade after, you know, and then I would hit you. And so what you need to train yourself to see is that sidestep, and basically start throwing when you see people sidestep at very predictable places. And I tend to do it in cases like those, like technically I should fuzzy guard after PK, but a lot of times when you did a move that would like Leon's sidekick, right? If you blocked it, I would probably sidestep. But if you did a sidekick, not the 3 kick a guard, but if you did 3K, I think, like 3K, then I will probably evade after that. And so that gives you the opportunity to do like your slow throw or something, you know. So those opportunities where you need to get comfortable throwing more against people that sidestep, I think I have a feeling that you know to throw against people that guard. So training yourself to see the sidestep is really hard in this game, but that one is going to make you a lot stronger, especially your Wolf. Because once you get the opponent afraid of your throws, then Wolf's attacks become a lot better, you know, because the opponent's going to start feeling like they have to attack more. But for me, I was winning off of evade. So the rule for the past set, I was winning on two things. I was winning from punishing you for doing a high attack, especially predictably or even randomly, because if you do it randomly, I just have to randomly low punch. And then also I punished you for not throwing me when I was sidestepping, and so I got to sidestep all day. And that is really scary for Wolf, because there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of big targets, and Leon does his best damage when he sidesteps. When he sidesteps into something big. Yeah. So yeah. Xmark, no problem. Thank you so much. So anyhow, let's go ahead and spar. And does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or any comments you want to say? It's okay. You can give me any feedback you want.
I don't think so right now. Not that
Okay.
there was that throw. I think you did the same throw every time.
Okay.
What was that? Which one is that?
So I did half circle back. So this one is half circle back throw. Yeah. Okay. Half circle.
I was trying to break with 4.
Yeah, that one is half circle back. How are you feeling with throw skips right now?
I'm trying to do them more, but I'm not succeeding.
Okay. I'll focus on forward throws, but I will admit sometimes I'm going to accidentally do non-forward throws. All right.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm never sure which throw I got hit by.
No problem. For this set, I'll focus on forward throws. and we'll be working on it. And all you have to do is deny the forward throws. I may accidentally do back or neutral. It's going to be a habit sometimes, but I'll try to consciously do forward throws. All right.
Okay.
Sasuke is a nice player from the Discord's named ttacoguy. He mostly plays Tekken, and he used to play some Mortal Kombat as well. So I'm doing all forward throws, by the way. So. But you're noticing, like what I said in the dojos, right? Where I've been talking about how powerful high jab and elbows are. This is showing you how powerful they are. Like because of counter hit too. And that one was crouch dash under, so that was fuzzy. That's also fuzzy. So this is showing you how powerful elbow is just because of fuzzy guard, right? But Wolf has the thing for it. Wolf has got low throw. like fuzzy guard, if you can see the situation where there's fuzzy guard, low throw is really scary. Also braiding hammer too. But I can escape braiding hammer, so that's forward too, so don't worry. Yeah, so Assassin, Joshua Pac-Man remembers you from Texas Showdown. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Assassin too, so yeah. Yeah, you guys, his wolf is really good. It's really good. It's just that I'm just getting him to kind of see the openings in it right now, or some of them. That was neutral, sorry. It's a trap. So that's a classic Okizeme, is to basically run away and then punish the rising attack. So. That's the power of delay string right there. So this one from Leon will interrupt any attack, the third one, because it's an EX high. But you can duck it. Sorry, that's back throw. That was my bad. But I'll keep doing it forward. That's forward throw too. So remember that the key is that you have to be doing a throw script every time you would press guard. But the reason it's hard to do that though is because I'm interrupting you and throwing you. So the thing is, you have good enough reflexes that you're not mashing buttons when you're interrupted. That's a good thing. But what's happening is I'm throwing you after I interrupt you with jab, and there's no way you can fuzzy or duck under it. Like the only ways to beat it is to escape the throw or to attack. And you can't do a launcher there. But you run the risk of me evading or doing something else, you know, or like launcher. But I'm interrupting you with the jab and I'm throwing you is what I'm doing a lot of times.
Oh,
That's forward throw. And now I'll do it. Now when you're expecting the elbow, I'll do it like that, right? So it's like really scary. You can see how powerful that jab is, right? And then when I go back to jab elbow, it's very scary. But later on, if you get like backdash, is actually good. So. Sorry, that's back. I should have done forward. It's forward.
Oh my god, I didn't break that.
You'll get it. I'm just helping you see, but I hope it's not pissing you off. So.
I feel like that time I had my hand off the choke. I feel like I'm trying to break it, but I'm just not hitting. I don't know if I'm just not actually pressing forward.
The hard part with online is you have to be a little early. Like trust me, like my throw escape is really, it's a lot scarier offline because offline I was able to go like, wait, I can press it that late. Like I can make the correct decision that late. Like insanely late when I played offline. You know, it was just like it felt like I was seeing the throw with the throw animation and responding to that and doing a throw escape, you know, when I was playing offline. But when you're playing online, it's perfect. It's good because it's forcing you to guess, and I do think that's good. Like I feel like playing online does help you improve as long as it's stable and it's somewhat as long as it's decently reliable. But because the other adjustments are very easy once you're playing offline. But I think playing online has helped me get stronger. Sometimes what it is it's the timing that's getting you. Sometimes I have a delay when I do my throws too. Nice. Now you're seeing the jab in the throw. The hard part is dealing with the fact that my Leon likes to crouch dash a lot, but it does mean that there are times when you can low throw me. Nice, string out. Oh. So, yeah. And you saw how that throw happened, right? I interrupted you with a low punch and then I threw you. Like that. So I saw that the low punch was going to interrupt, and so I went ahead and guessed throw. That's what happened. So a lot of times when the throws look like it comes out of nowhere, sometimes it's just simply like I'll hit you and then I'll throw you right away. And that's just to show you how strong it is and how hard it is to see, like, in retrospect that you got hit by the low punch. It'll just look like the throw happened in the middle of your string, you know, or in the middle of your attack. So. Very good. Leon tip is if you see the low kick, always crouch after that. Like 2 guard after you see this kick. But yeah. Because it's just like that, yeah. Just like that too. Those are the only 2 options he has there. Very good. Good use of the jabs. I'm not good at jumping over the wall, over the fence. Good. Very good. But you can, so something I was doing in the last game a lot, well I've been doing throughout, is you can see how effective it is if you get good at blocking low punch and doing an elbow right away. You can kind of see how effective it is. It might be hard to see now, but in this next set, you'll want to watch for it. You'll want to kind of see like how much you run into, like after you do a low punch, and if I do like an elbow right away, how often that does. What you can do is it's hard to do. It takes a lot of practice and matches. But if you get good at doing a crouch dash and the standing guard after your low punch is blocked, that will help prevent that. Yeah, so. You're getting better at this flow though. It might not feel that way. I'm just that good. Very good. That was excellent. Nice. And that was a case of delay attack working against me because I sidestepped. Delay attack's also good against evade. Very good. 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 Very good. That was excellent. That was really good, correct defenses. Good. Now you're seeing the sidestep and when I want to do it. Sorry, I'm really mean. That sounds good, Joshua. The Punk Workshop buttons are really cool. I've only tried one single button. I like them. They're low profile. I like the Gamer Finger more. but I need to play them in an actual build with a full set. So I'm looking forward to your review of the Punk Workshop ends. So I can tell you why that crumple happens when you backdash. Do you know why?
Is it the...
So it's two things. So when you backdash, there's two penalties actually. I told you about one of them, which was the first penalty is that you get counter hit. The second penalty is actually that if you're side turned already and you backdash during the side turn, you will stay side turned. So that's against me. Then the side kick becomes a crumple there, and so that's really what's scary about it. Yeah, the hard part's going to be learning just kind of how to patiently be fighting forward during those sidestep exchanges. Backdash becomes very scary when you get stuck in a side turn war. So, but Wolf, actually, I'm going to tell you some tools that Wolf has. Do backdash, okay? You can do, and then you can either do 3-3 P plus K, right? Yeah, you can do that as a zoning tool, but it's kind of hard to do. But an easier one is normally you have 4-6 P plus K, right? Your shoulder ram. Okay, so now build it into your backdash. Back, forward, punch and kick. Yeah, it's really good. Or even sometimes do back, forward, punch and kick. Try doing that too. Yeah, so any mix of those two is really powerful, especially against somebody like me that likes to play on the edge of contact. So because I like to use spacing, sometimes you can like punish me by doing a backdash into that. But if you don't hit with it, you're in trouble. So, but it is good like in cases like this, right? Like when my low punch is blocked, sometimes I'll do that. That's how you get hit by that, right? Is when I do something like this. Yeah, and 4P is also really good at punishing Leon for backdash. Sidekick is the best, but if I evade, you're in trouble. Right, you'll get the hang of it. But again, anytime that low kick is not counter hitting or recovery hitting, then actually just anytime you see this low kick, 2G is your answer. Anytime you just see this low kick from Leon, 2G is your answer. If you see this online, yep.
If I do crouch, what do I do after that?
And then probably just 3P or 6P probably. Or do Hadouken from crouch. Yeah. And then you can do, that's one thing you can do. Yeah, you can probably do half circle back punch. Yep, that's guaranteed. So you can do the full thing with that. So I think you can do half circle back punch. So let's try that. Yep, that's guaranteed. And he does have Okizemi here. So if you knock Leon down with that, you can do like running into the mix-up.
This one.
Yeah, like that into a mix-up if you think they're going to tech roll, right? So let's go ahead and practice that. That one's harder. Yeah. Alright. There. Maybe start it with a backdash into that. The backdash is just to delay it to get the timing down. But I know that some people have really mean Okizeme whenever they do the screw hook punch. Yep, like that. Yeah. So that's stuff you're gonna want to lab because you're gonna want to you want to make use of your Okizeme when you punish, especially when you punish lows. If you punish lows in this game, you should absolutely, it should almost always lead to a powerful Okizeme. So even if the damage is low, then you can be like, well, I still have Okizeme. Okay. So, pretty much any punish that is low damage that knocks down should lead to Okuzemi at the very least. So it's a good thing. It's kind of a way that they kind of part of the balanced design of the game. Yeah. So Wolf also has 9 P. Like if you like did the pancake flip and you ran up like 9 P plus K is good against situations where they might rising attack. Of course, if you can hard guess the mid and do a reversal, but I think combo's better. Yeah. Yeah. So that one, now this was, the funny thing about that move, you can fuzzy guard after it. So if I block it, you can fuzzy guard, right? Yeah, it's gotta be crouch dash into a standing guard. There you go. So you get used to the fuzzy guard. I'll show you how it looks again. Just block. Go ahead and block him. You do the elbow. It's the same as the elbow. It's like. I'll try to throw. Is that the back throw?
That was the forward throw.
Okay.
That's the back throw.
Alright. However, Burning Hammer will win, so. It's hard to do, I know. You get used to it over time. Okay, maybe Burning Hammer doesn't work there. I was pretty sure it does. Yeah. But the really fast back throw will work, so. Should work, but yeah. Alright, we'll fight. Very nice. Hey Sneaky, good to see you. I hope you're doing really well. Very nice. So the trick there, this move is like +2 on block. So that's what happened there.
Which one?
When my back is turned and I do that kick from back turn, it's one, it's actually faster than a jab, and two, it's plus on block. It's a cheap move, but it's a high. So. Very nice. So good. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear that. Joshua Pac-Man says that because of Texas Showdown, he got his brother into Virtua Fighter.
That's cool.
So the truth is that a true media attack will not lose to that uppercut. It's just that I gamble on it working. I still am really impressed because you've only been playing this game like 2 months? 3?
I mean, I first played this game a long time ago. I don't remember how long ago.
Right, but
I did check this game out before it came out on PS4.
Right, but actually deep diving in this game has only been this season, right? So
I guess so.
very good though. Way to hold your defense. But you're getting sharper and sharper in our exchanges, so keep it up.
I keep missing Burning Hammer and trying to figure out how to do it. I actually don't usually play grappling 360 motions. Okay.
Wow.
No. Oh.
That was so good. That was really good. Very good round. Do you have any questions? I think. Go ahead, you first, because then I can address it. What's that?
I said I got nothing.
Okay, so you're doing really good. You're making good adjustments. So I don't really have any like sharp critiques for that. It's just more of gaining experience, getting used to the flow, and I don't see you doing as much like loose highs. Like, they're all pretty reasonable. They're all stuff that are more likely to hit than not. Okay, Nelly's got a question. How did you become... Nelly asks, how did I become one of the best educators in the VF community? He's just kidding, but because I keep trying to teach people VF for 20 years straight, for 23 years straight. So... Nice. But also, I just love playing VF, like, with everybody. So hops are good, but you have to do, like, the hop kick or something like that. Like this one. So, like, it's actually a pretty good move because, like, it's hard to... If somebody likes to sidestep, it's pretty good. I'm gonna teach you why you don't do that. That's why you don't do it. That's why you don't attack after getting hit by that. Yeah, like basically that. If I know you're gonna attack after you got forced side turn with that swipe, then that thing will give the biggest damage to you, like this. So it's like, and this is how much life you're gonna lose. So yeah. So what you do learn is you got to learn to either like crouch block or high block, or use like some of your tricks. Like I like to do something like this. So then Wolf, if you're sure I'm gonna do that, then Wolf can do reversal. But yeah. So like do you know his reversal? His size, yeah. Exactly, yeah. So you can do stuff like that, but the problem is you still take some damage. It's just kind of, usually it's better to just defend standing. And there's a trick of low guard into standing guard. It's kind of a fuzzy, but that's kind of what you want to do when you're forced side turn from Leon in general, is low guard into high guard. It'll deal with a lot of things that will annoy you. So it won't guarantee it, but at the very least, some of the most immediate options, it's gonna cut off doing that.
Alright.
So, I can explain the reason, but I think all you need to know is that's kind of your answer. Like for example, get hit by these two attacks and then do that. Do the low guard and the high guard, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna get hit by this, and then see, right? However, what had happened before is try standing guard.
Okay.
And that's because when you are side turn, it takes, on top of all the other frames, it takes an additional 3 frames for you to face forward and guard. And so what happens is like it's one of those weird cases where you can low guard, but you can't high guard, and so mid will mess you up. But this is a high, so it just happens to work where
I can still guard.
Yeah, so you can low guard into high guard. But if you don't do the low guard, if you just do the standing high guard, you will lose. Like this P, the punch will hit you. And that's because for the standing high guard, it took you 3 frames extra on top of the frame disadvantage you were already at. It's like, so it just lines up with Leon's jab, but it doesn't line up with his other stuff. So if he forces this, yeah, that's the answer.
If you do go for a mid instead.
So same thing if I do like this thing, you kind of want to deal with that because you're worried about this thing. So you want to just do it really quick, but actually you can just standing guard is fine. Just standing guard will do the least, and then all you'll take is that. You'll take this though, if you don't do the low guard. But you don't want to get hit by that. Because if you get hit by this side kick, I get like this punch kick, PKP.
Alright.
So, yeah, it's complicated for now. I won't do the math yet, but I can do the math in private if you ever want. But the math is side turn math, which you don't need to learn side turn math now. Just know, don't run into that side kick. Don't run into definitely do not run into this. Right? Don't get purple sparked by that. If you get purple sparked by that, you're gonna lose half your life. And that's why you should just defend. Yeah, side evade is good, right? But if you evade the wrong way, this thing is so nasty. because I'll do about a little over a quarter of your life.
So what are some of the moves that are side turning?
Okay, so yes, this move, this one, and okay, the reason a lot of people get hit by the second kick on that, the first kick is half circular, meaning you can evade in one direction, but the second kick is full circular. You cannot evade the second kick. You have to just block it. So I hit a lot of people trying to evade that second kick. Leon does have other options, but you really just worry about that one because that's what's going to do the most damage to you. But if you see, I'll show you what you're looking for too. So the mix-up from there, Leon has this stance, and this stance is mean because of the low kick, right? Because of this. So that's the other options you can deal with, but you kind of want to block low when you see this stance because of that move. Now, I can do it from this other thing. So you saw that I just go ahead and block all of this. So block all of it. So you're used to seeing this. Now I'll show you this. So now here's the thing. What's most important is also training you to block this. You want to block this thing. When you block this, this is a forced throw or launcher. Like you should, it's like you're +8, so you should absolutely do like a 19 frame mid, up to a 19 frame mid or a throw. So you could do like the big uppercut or a throw, you know. And I would start with throw. Like just start with throw. Yeah, just start with throw. And as long as Leon falls for it, then you're okay. If Leon attacks, at least, yeah, you probably want to do something bigger, but, yeah, exactly, like that. So you want to mix up between those. But in the beginning, it's good to do like a throw. In the beginning, do a throw because that's information. You can see what I'm going for. You can see if I'm even bold enough to do that. Like, when you do the throw option, you can see exactly what I went for. If you did the launcher option, you just kind of guessed what I did. And I'm not saying take the hits all the time. I'm just saying one time you can use that throw as a way to gain information. Alright, let's fight. You're doing awesome. Notice how I sidestep there after you block the side kick. So what should you do after you block the side kick? If you think I'm going to side kick, I'll just tell you right now. A lot of people, if their side kick gets blocked, they might stand still. So watch to see if they stand and block, or watch to see if they sidestep. And if they abari, definitely punish the hell out of them for doing abari. But generally, most people are going to be very defensive after a counter hit launcher, like a counter hit uppercut gets blocked. They're going to be like guarding or sidestepping after they get their side kick blocked. So you really want to watch those moments to get a read on what the opponent has a tendency to do, and then you can just, you know, punish that tendency. Very good. Very good. Hey, Lightning Dragon, good to see you.
I was gonna chase you down. Alright.
Yes. Okay, I'll go ahead and meet me over there, okay? I'll be over there in a sec. Sorry, I gotta do something for my son. I'll be right back. It'll just be a sec. right. Thanks for waiting. All right. Is there anything you want to work on?
Not exactly. Not that I can think of. Well, I know that fuzzy guard is supposed to be important, but
Yeah.
I haven't really like figured out exactly
Okay.
when I should be fuzzy guarding, and I haven't really gotten it down. timing down.
For Wolf, it's after 4P. So after you block 4P, because 6P he cannot fuzzy guard. So, but Wolf with 4P is a really good move. So after 4P is blocked, do a crouch dash, and then and then standing guard. And so it should look like, so if you guard, what it should look like is this.
There's a timing to it there.
Yeah, you get used to it is a muscle memory thing, so this is why you have to do it in lab. You do it against you set the CPU to guard and counterattack, I think number 5. And so nice. So the burning hammer does it well. Let me try this. Really hard to do the follow-up kick on. So right now I'm doing another technique, which is called fuzzy guard attack. But online, it's hard for me to do the follow-up K on reaction. So what I'm doing, so now I'm doing fuzzy guard, but instead of, so normally when I do the standing guard, I will hold guard, right? But the fuzzy guard attack, what it does is I will tap guard and then hit kick right after. And why that works is basically, if I block, like if you do your mid, I will block it. But if you do your throw, typically my kick will come out, if I do it correctly. See, like that. But this technique is weak against slow attacks, and it's weak against strings. So this technique is weak against slow attacks and strings. Yeah, so see the slow attack, what happens is it tries to kick way too late, so your slow attack beats that kick. Because I barely tapped guard, and so what happens is, like, if you did the fast mid, I'm stuck in the blocking guard, so then that kick doesn't come out. So that's called fuzzy guard attack. That's an advanced technique, but you should first learn fuzzy guard. But the fuzzy guard attack is very, very good. But it's a narrower application of fuzzy guard. But you want to master the general fuzzy guard first. So the general fuzzy guard, I'll show you a couple. But the one you're doing is important. Also, low punch. When your low punch is blocked, it's just a good habit to do it. Yeah. So you want to do, like, you go ahead and guard and you try to throw me. So, or you try to elbow me. So it's like right away upon contact. And it's trickier to see the guard, but over time you start to see the guard happening. Like, you can see when the opponent's guarding you. A lot of times they're guarding way ahead of time, so you can see that they're going to guard you. And because you can see that they're going to block you, that's kind of why I'm able to kind of just, you know, do it like on reaction. But at least when I'm planning to. So now, for you, it's going to be with 4P and with 2P. You want to practice this against the AI. You want to set it to CPU, guard and counterattack number 5. I think it is. the one that does mid or throw. And so the AI will automatically do a neutral throw or a mid attack right away after blocking your first attack. And then so you get used to doing elbow, and you buffer. So as we talked about before, you use the buffer window. You want to do the crouch dash before you recover. So you want to be finishing doing the guard crouch dash before you recover. And you want to get used to this motion. If you want, go ahead and try to do it same pace as mine. Let's practice the crouch dash and the standing guard. So you can kind of hear how fast I'm pressing it. Yeah. So now you're doing elbow into this. See? There you go. Very easy now that you've got the feeling, right? You just got to do it every day so that you don't lose this feeling.
So it makes more sense that you can buffer the crouch dash. I was trying to not buffer the crouch dash.
You're trying to wait for the recovery, right? Yeah. Buffer everything, that including evade. So now that you've got the feeling for that, try to do an evade and evade and cancel right away into a fuzzy guard. Yeah. Yeah. So you want to build this into your muscle memory. So important. Okay, so you know the crouch dash fuzzy guard. That's when you are -4 and you are -5. Now I'm going to teach you when you are -1, 2, and 3, but really -2 and 3. It's kind of hard to do on -1. But it is what you do in general. You'll see us fighting in the neutral, and you'll see us bob our heads because we're just doing an incidental fuzzy guard. We're like, well, just in case, I'm gonna fuzzy guard, you know, and it happens to work a lot. So I'm gonna jab you, and you're gonna block it, and I'm gonna do this. So you got to do the fuzzy guard, and it's down and guard and then neutral guard, like this. If you want, you try it against me.
Wait, so what do you want me to do?
Just do a high jab. So do a high jab into a throw, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to do. It's really hard. Now do mids. But if I do it wrong though, I'm in trouble. So just know that it's harder to do. But that's the fuzzy guard you're supposed to do at -2 and -3. So you can try it where I'll do this. So you got it. See? You're doing really good. So you're doing good. That's the fuzzy guard.
You said that's the one you're supposed to do and not this one. Is there a reason why you shouldn't do this one?
Try it. The reason is no, you can do this one, but you got to hold guard longer. So you can do the crouch dash, but you run the risk of standing up into the throw. So if I do this, so you want to get used to fuzzy guarding after, yeah. But if you do the fuzzy guard, if you buffer the crouch dash, if you literally do like this buffered, you'll end up standing up into the throw is the problem. So like, the problem is that this, like you'll end up standing up into the throw, which is why doing this is better. So to break it down, okay. When your opponent doesn't attack, at the last possible moment, the game checks to see if you are standing or crouching. And so, or like if you're holding down in guard, for example, or even down. But if you're holding down in guard, and if you press down in guard at the last possible moment during an attack, you will instantly crouch under. and you'll instant crouch. The problem is, and the good thing in this game's design is you cannot instantly duck a throw. You cannot duck, like, you can't one frame duck a throw. The game won't do that. Like, throws will not do the same thing as an attack. Attack does a check and goes, are you crouching? Or are you trying to crouch? You're trying to crouch? Okay, you get the crouch. But a throw doesn't do that. So when I throw and you're trying to duck into it, if you're not already crouched, you're not gonna, like, you're just gonna be trying to crouch, but you won't, if you're not in the crouch state yet, that throw's gonna connect. Does that make sense? The game doesn't check. It doesn't check for you holding down the guard.
It takes some amount of time to crouch.
Yes, and so the amount of time it takes technically is basically a throw is 10 frames. A throw will connect on the 10th frame. And so when you do 2G from standing, it takes 7 frames to crouch. Okay, so it takes 7 frames, and because of that, that's why -3 lines up with -10. Okay, so -3 lines up with -10 because this takes about 7 frames to crouch under the throw. Crouch dash takes 5 frames, and that's why it works at -4 and -5. It just happens to work at -4, but or no, like, it happens to work at -4, but it specifically works at -5 because it takes about 5 frames to duck to achieve crouching status with a crouch dash. Your character will be standing for about 4 frames, and then on the 5th frame it'll be crouching. However, with Taka, it takes him 6 frames. So Taka actually can only do the crouch dash fuzzy guard on -4. He cannot do it on -5. And then there's a crouch backdash, but the problem is crouch backdash is just really not advised for this. Crouch backdash is good for some zoning, but it carries a lot of risk. But I use it a lot because I use it for like spacing applications. But you just have to know the risk when you do it. So definitely you need to practice fuzzy guard. It's absolutely important. But more importantly though, the guard throw escape is really important. So today you weren't really able to escape the forward throw, but part of it was also I was doing times where it was tough because so here's the thing. When should you do guard throw escape? You should do it when you whiff. You should do it when you get hit, and you should do it when you get guarded. Pretty much any time that you're stuck in recovery, you should do it until you want to start buffering your next move. And so anytime you're in trouble, you should be doing a guard throw escape. But the advice that I give that you shouldn't do it longer than you would guard is because when we teach people guard throw escape, they kind of just tend to just do this and stand still the whole, like, for 10 seconds. And you don't want to do that either. So you just want to kind of get back to your normal play, but then when you would normally guard, like just when I blocked your 4P there, I'm doing a throw escape. Every time I block, I'm doing a throw escape, or I'm supposed to. If I'm not, it's because I'm being lazy. So even when I do fuzzy guard, I am doing a guard throw escape when I press guard. So practice doing that. It is a lot, but just make sure you're always doing a throw escape, and while you're getting the mechanics down, it should be forward. So today that didn't happen, right? So you achieved goal number 1, which was you started to reduce how many loose high attacks. You still do them, but that's everyone will. But you didn't do it as much as in the first set. Goal number 2, you started to throw more, but sometimes it still took you. You still kind of didn't throw the opponent until you saw them blocking for like a lot. So I'm just going to let you know that in this game, you kind of want to be greedy with throws. Like, the advice I gave another player this week was be brave, but be aware. Meaning, like, you really got to be in the mindset of trying stuff out. And in this case, you got to try to throw people even when it's scary, because your goal is to get better at throwing. And I'm going to tell you, your homework is to get better at throwing. Like, take some of the losses in the pursuit of getting better at throwing your opponent in the middle of matches. Because you might be surprised how often you can throw in this game. if they whiff an attack, that's a good time to throw them. It's a really good time when they whiff. If you happen to be close by, or you can dash in and get close by, throwing is very good there. And that's because those times when like I whiff this, I'm probably gonna evade. Watch, you can even watch and see if I sidestep, right? Now, of course, at player of my level, what you might see is you might see this. You might see evade. That's evade crouch dash. So see, I evade, but I cancel it with the crouch dash. And if I'm doing that, then you can throw. Any kind of evade cancel loses to throw. And there's two evade cancels. There's evade crouch dash, which is evade with like a delayed fuzzy guard. And then there's evade dash guard. And I'll show you evade dash guard. Evade dash guard's very good against Wolf too. See? I'm canceling the failed evade. So what does it do? ECD, if I do ECD and you attack, and I can evade it, then my character will evade. But if my character does a failed evade, it will cancel into a crouch dash into this, right? And I can still deal with a lot of things. So, for example, block my low punch and do 3 kick and guard.
3 kick and guard, you said?
Yeah. Do it faster. Do it the moment I contact you. So that's a delay. You're doing it delayed. Okay, let me do it slower.
Oh, you said 3. You mean this one or?
Yep. So right now I'm evading that. Now switch it up to half circle forward punch. See. And I'm evading them, but like I cut off a lot of Wolf's options with evade crouch dash. Yeah, that's really advanced stuff though. The main thing though is you build in the habit that every time you would guard, or every time you're stuck like vulnerable, make sure you're doing guard throw escape, and then do your next thing pretty quick after that. But make sure you're doing it, because right now I'm getting I can do any throw against you and it will work right now. Because you were trying to do a forward throw, and I nailed it like 90% of the time. So that is your goal. We're gonna fight. Yeah. Good. So far, so good though. That is forward too. Don't worry, they're all forward right now. I'll tell you if I accidentally did non-forward. That was really good. So, got to punish the backdash. Very good. You did really good. It worked out because forward throw happened to be the side throw escape, so.
I'm finding myself unsure what to do after you do after I break the throw.
So, okay. So that's the other advice I gave today on the group. Okay, so throw escapes. Leon has a trick there. So you can do a long range move actually, in this case. But not everybody works that way, so you have to decide if you're better at being defensive or better at being offensive after throw escapes. And the situations really vary from throw to throw. So that makes it more difficult to check. But generally, just know if you're comfortable being assertive or passive. And against me, you might want to start with long range moves, like 4-6p, for example, or running into that. Yeah. And the reason is because if you escape this, go ahead and escape this. I'm going to do that back step. This is a Leon tech. Right? So you got me there. So I have to do this. And that will force me to have to do this. Because if I try to do that Leon tech, your 4-6p is going to win. See?
What is that?
So Leon has manual side steps. And after his forward throws, he can do... This is something that's exclusive to Leon. So a lot of people try to poke, and so they lose because of that. So now I'll show you the alternative. The alternative, it's a guessing game, right? Because if you try to do 4-6p, try to do the 4-6p tech after throw escape. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, actually 4-6p just wins. Like, I have to respect it. Let me see if it... How about this throw? Yep. Let's see. Let's try this one. So maybe this one I can do. So this is the one where... This is the one where I can stop you. I don't know. Shoot. Nope. So 4-6p I have to respect. Like, I have to defend that. So now I think I can punish it, right? I think it's -13. But let's see. No, but I'm side turned. Yeah. So you should always do 4-6p is a really good one, and then there's a flowchart after I block it. Okay? So you want to develop a flowchart for what to do after I block it. But you gotta do better timing? Yeah. Yeah, then I'm pretty sure it's safe. Like, I'm pretty sure it's safe. As long as you force me in the side turn. See how I'm forced in the side turn? You might, I don't know if you can see it yet. Yeah, so as long as I'm forced in the side turn, you're safe. And so then, I have a mix-up, but just be prepared for my mix-up there, okay? Because I'll probably mix up mid or throw. Like, I'll probably, like, mix up the mid or throw. And I might do something like this, right? So just be ready for it, but understand. But now that you know that situation, you're ready for it. And so that's the guessing game. Yeah. So with Wolf, as long as you escape forward throw, 4-6p is gonna win. Let's try back throw. Okay, let's try forward throw again. So we're gonna try forward throw now. Sorry, I didn't give you time. So okay, so the risk of 4-6p is me evading. The risk is me evading. Yeah. So it's gonna be if you see me doing that manual side turn, or manual sidestep, then you're gonna want to then you can do 4-6p to stop me, or you can just go like, we'll just fight. You know what I mean? You can just treat it as extra neutral. Yeah. And so you can watch. But if you see me just doing this like a lot after that, then you can just hit me with 4-6p and then play the mind games after that. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if Leon is doing this stuff, long range move. But if not, then we can start fighting like normal. But the problem is again, if you do the 4-6p, the weakness to it is evade. So. I want to check one thing. Try to do 4-6p and then guard after the throw escape, okay? I'm gonna test one thing out.
4-6p and then guard.
Yeah, and then guard after it. So we're testing if it's how evade punishable it is. So throw escape into 4-6p into guard. Alright, try it again. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. That's Half-Life. Okay. So what we know is is something like this, right? Yeah. You don't want to get hit by that. So that is the guessing game. But you have other options too. You have ways of chasing down. Try 3 kick and guard. Okay, maybe not. But anyhow, you get the idea. You can chase me down if you think I'm gonna do that. And it's probably like a full dash into the 3 kick and guard. But yeah. But like you want to do like a dash into it or a crouch dash into it. Nope. Okay. I mean more. Yeah. So what it is, it's more for like when I get greedy. If I end up doing this into this, that's what you're punishing. So it's all mind games, but it's a lot of fun situation. All right. The backdash shoulder ram is a good one to know though. Yeah. Only because there's stuff where like there's I can tell you there are ways that people use it against me. But it might be a bit hard. Wolf does have 6-2K, which is you tap forward, then tap down and kick. I don't recommend overusing it against Leon, because Leon can punish that really badly, like just by sidestepping. But it is a low that annoys a lot of people, and it sets up some learn the combos from it. Because Wolf has combos from that move, and so it's good. It's good to use now and then. Oh, I'm feeling lagged. Okay. All right, let's fight. Nice. Very good game. And then the reminder of the Leon tip, when you get used to evading, evading to Leon's back is the good direction.
So that 3-hit string, that last hit is a high?
It's a EX high. So it can counter hit a low attack. But it will, if you just duck, it'll whiff. So you want to get in the habit of doing ducking, doing 2G under the third part if you think I'm going to use it, and then punish. If you're fast enough, punish me. Punish me when it whiffs, but it has to pass its hit frame because of that EX high status.
Right.
Yep, that was the right idea though. That was perfect. So actually, it throws really good, but that worked. That was guaranteed. Yeah.
Round two. Ready, go!
Very good.
Round three. Ready, go!
The corner is so cheap.
Do evades just not work at the corner?
It's hard to evade to Leon's back. Also, you have to make sure that, like, if I delay it, you're gonna fail. So, like, things like Leon doing backdash into this, like this, will like mess with your evade because you'll do a failed evade because I moved, and because I didn't attack, and then I hit you from the failed evade. But the crouch dash into guard, standing guard will help prevent that from happening too. Alright, I am gonna prepare to send my kids to bed after this, but we'll do a set. I had a lot of fun with this session, so I hope we can do more. But I hope this helps you a lot. Looks like it helped you a lot though, so.
Yeah.
That's the power of the late stream, right? So. So now you're learning about buffering's awesome, but the downside to buffering is sometimes when you get caught, like if I do like a string. So, but you can always guard cancel your buffer, what you were buffering, so. But you are doing way better now than at the start, and even better than in the middle. So, might not feel that way, but I'm letting you know. So. Hey Kobe, how you doing? Really good to see you, my friend. I understand that. Oh, so good.
No.
I'm doing very, very well. Gonna send the kids to bed soon, and then hopefully do a lot of sparring tonight. But I'm really enjoying this session I'm having with Satsui Pons or Sasudo Pons. Got to do a workshop and training this today. And it's good stuff. I think we filled in. I think we improved his how rounded his game is. He's good, yeah. Like, he's really got skills. Just, it's just like with a lot of things, VF, it helps if somebody points out what the openings are. But at the same time, as you know, with VF, it's pretty brutal because every time you plug a hole, there's like another one, you know? Because it's a game that's rock, paper, rock, scissors. So then you're always having to kind of like learning how to kind of go back and forth about it and understanding how to fix openings, but then at the same time not be too obsessed with it. So for him, the thing that he improved, the thing that we worked on right away, at the beginning, he was doing too many loose highs, especially for the strings. Like he was doing, you know, Julian Beasley, Zass used to always do the screw hook punch. Sasudo Pons was using like the uppercut hook. And I told him, you need to hit confirm the uppercut hook, otherwise I'm going to get a free like attack on you every time, or free throw even, because that hook is a high, and I'm going to duck it. So he fixed that right away. Second was I told him he needs to throw more. He's working on it, but he's throwing way better than he was earlier, and that was because sidestep was his nemesis, and it doesn't. And Wolf does not want sidestep being their nemesis. So. Yeah, I can tell that he's very strong at Tekken just from playing his VF, but also how fast he's learned. Good, that's the punish. So this thing is punishable with punch. It's actually 13 frames, but I don't know if Wolf has a 13 frame attack. So 12 frames because PKs. You were thinking about going for two. You need to mix up on ground throws. You need to mix up down and down forward. Right now you tend to do. Right now you tend to do down. So I did this in the backdash 4-6K, which is similar to doing low punch blocked into backdash 4-6P plus K. Kind of similar in principle, but you have to verify if they take the bait. You can also do backdash into 4-6P because it's super long range. That's the easy version. Definitely recommend start with that, but yeah. See? Works really good. So This is why 6-2 K is really dangerous against Leon.
Round 2.
Very nice delay on that third. Very good. That was an excellent round. I did a high. I did a hop, so. You're doing really good, like, like you really are. So, like, don't feel like you're doing bad. You're making really good adjustments. I'm being pretty vicious on you. So, I'm gonna send my kids to bed. But I really enjoyed this. You have any questions or anything? Just shoot me a message. I'll respond. You want to do training sessions anytime? Don't be shy. It's true that my availability is not the best, but if I'm available, I'm there for you, okay?
Yeah. I got a lot more free time now. Well, maybe not a lot, but more free time now. So.
Are you going to Combo Breaker?
No. I don't know if I'm going to be traveling, like, ever.
I see.
I know I'm going to Texas Showdown next year.
Okay, so you're a Texas though, right?
Yeah.
If you're there are Texas players. Which area of Texas are you in?
It's Houston.
Yeah, there are Houston players. Need to get everyone hooked up. That said, it's an interesting mix of characters, so that's a factor. So a lot of Texas players have swagger, but I think there's Mountain Dew Faker. There's I think she hasn't been playing lately, but there's an amazing VF player in Texas. What's her name? Princess Balam's her Twitter account, but we'll do one more set. She's
Oh, I didn't even mean to press it.
okay. Yeah, Texas got the players though. It just needs to but it's hard because everyone's far apart too. Texas is a huge state.
There's some good.
Yeah. Not
players
Princess
here.
Fluff is in Japan, but there's a different. Princess Balam is Valkyrie. Valkyrie is an amazing player, and then there's Limey Porcupine, who's a really good late fake player. Which you saw Limey at the Texas Showdown, I think. So. And then Blaring is Texas, but I don't know which area he's in. I really love fighting against Valkyrie. She's so good. So you just got hit by Chanchai stuff. Don't worry, I've been able to hit every player, Japanese, any player around the world with that move. So. So that low attack, so this is a low attack, by the way. I know it looks like a mid. It's a low attack. This low attack is incredibly punishable. If you block it, it's two little hits, so you got to be patient. If you evade it, you have to be patient. But you have so much to do. You can do like your biggest combos against it. If you evade it or block it, he's screwed.
I'm not sure what countries I should do though.
Yeah. But honestly, he's not trying to low whore you with this move. He actually, because that only gets that. He's actually trying to counter hit, so he's actually trying to use it at advantage. Because that's where he gets combos. The only way he uses it as a crush to get combos is against people using like reversals. Or like parries. Alright, we'll fight. Nice, that's good choice. So I'm the crazy guy that challenges everyone to have perfect timing on their meaties. So like I try to cheat those situations, but if your meaty timing is spot on, then I will lose. So nice.
Round 2. Ready? Round
How are you feeling about VF as a game at the moment?
It's pretty cool. Want to play it some more. I've been playing Tekken a lot still, of course.
Tekken's really good,
But,
so.
Yeah, it's hard for me to stop playing Tekken.
Yeah, I would never ask you to stop playing Tekken, so. But I'm glad you're making time for VF. That makes me very happy.
Yeah.
So.
If this game was on PC, it'd be a little bit easier because I'm playing Tekken on PC.
I know people that right now basically just want it on PC. You can play. I mean, you can play, of course, Final Showdown, and you can actually play that online too. But it's not
I've
flight.
done that. It's just I just don't like it as much as this version.
I agree. Yeah. Nice. See, now you're using the proper thing because I haven't escaped it yet, so you haven't changed. That's really good. Yep, it's a high. It parries high single arm attacks. Wave Rush Kobe also has an awesome AOE. I'm glad that now North America has a lot more awesome AOE players. It's something I've always wanted. Wave Rush Kobe is one of them. Valkyrie is another. Gentleman Thief has a really good AOE as well. Yeah, GT's AOE is awesome. Kingo's Europe, so we're talking about North America. Hey, FC Racer, how's it going? I'm gonna send my kids to bed, but I plan to play VF a little later tonight. I promised a few other people I'd spar. I understand recovering from the event, especially if you work the event. I'm talking to FC Racer, who was the tournament organizer for Virtua Fighter at Fight Kingdom, among other duties. And I'm just so grateful. Very good battles.
So much is happening, it's hard to keep up.
I was like, hope I didn't drive you crazy, but I thought I would show you a lot more stuff just as a parting gift tonight. But you're doing incredibly well. I like in that last one, I like how you stuck with down forward throw for your ground throw because I never escaped it once. So you did, so that's, I think you know from other fighting game experience that it's better not to mix yourself up. Like let your opponent force you to mix up, you know. And you had way less like loose highs, but you'd still do have some, right? In the end, when I did that sabaki, that was to also show you that screw hook into punch also has to be hit confirmed, because you don't want me to punish that, and it's very easy to punish because Wolf is moving forward and doing a high attack, so all I have to do is a low punch. But I can also just do a parry into a combo. So, so it's one of those where it's not that you never do it. It's just learning, like you're feeling it out and you're getting a better balance about when you use them. So the good thing is in this game, I do personally believe that almost all of the moves are very useful in this game. Even crap moves I found a use for, but they're just, you know, there are crap moves, but they're not that much. Most moves have a very good way to use them in different ways. So keep it up. Your offense was digging into a lot more tools as you went on, and you even started to use the backdash pretty well, which was really great to see. Though of course you've also seen the situations where it's really bad, where it's really risky. So the biggest risk is if if I evade you successfully, you are in side turn. So if I evade you successfully and then you backdash, that's a very high risk situation. That's a very high risk option. Now you didn't intentionally do that. I'm just pointing it out so that you can see it the more you play and the more you feel out how those situations come about. But it's one of those things where you realize that if you backdash after being evaded, it's a very deadly situation. A lot of characters will have a crumple combo from mid-range for you. So, but I tell you this because I actually believe that you're able to kind of to feel it over time. So, yeah. Keep it up, though. Keep it up. Nothing wrong with your play, really. I'm just showing you openings and what to kind of be aware of. But definitely practice the fuzzy guard every day. I think now you're getting the guard throw escape forward. You're getting that in the last 4 sets. So that means that's huge progress. So pretty soon you'll be able to just start mixing up which direction. So I do recommend reading. Do you still have my throw escape guide saved?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll send you the link again. You're ready to read it now. So I think where you're at, you are ready to read that guide. That guide is more about applying Yomi than anything, but I do give you an idea of what different people's throw logic is, and so that you can figure out yourself what's the best way to deal with it. But I do give samples of how I might deal with different throw strategies that people do. And most people in North America do a throw strategy. Like, they do one of the ones that I list in there. They should do a more dynamic throw game, but should be based a little more on Yomi. But a lot of people have a throw logic, and that guide kind of breaks down some of those throw logics. But eventually it does boil down to Yomi, and that's really fun when it gets there. But for now, my throw escape guide will help you a lot. So check that out and keep working on the mechanics of guard throw escape, the mechanics of evade guard throw escape, the mechanics of fuzzy guard, and those will be enough. But you can do the rest after that too. All right. So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Have a good one. And oh yeah, Kobe, Wave Rusher Kobe says he drives you insane. You drive him insane on the regular. I think on Tekken. He told me that you're a very powerful Tekken player. He said you did awesome in the VF tonight. So.
Right.
Yep. All right, man. Everyone, take care. I'll be back a bit later tonight, but thanks so much. Thanks for asking for this training session. I'm always happy to do it.
Yeah. I'm diving in later. Some other time.
All right. Have a good night. Cheers.